From a child TV star in Party of Five to prominent roles on the big screen in movies like the iconic Mean Girls, actress Lacey Chabert has had the kind of career most actresses dream of, and she's here today to talk to us about it all, including her latest role in the Hallmark film, The Color of Rain. Lacey, thank you so much for being with us today.
Thanks for having me.
Tell us about your latest film, because it's based on an amazing true story.
It is. It's Michael and Gina Spain's book, and it's the story of their lives, and each of them lost a spouse to cancer very tragically. And within about 6 weeks of this happening to each of them, they found each other, and their families came together to be friends and to cope and to help with one another's healing. And in the process, they fell in love, and now they're one big happy family. And
it's
just
a
a really beautiful story. I mean, sadly, it's something that I think millions of families across America across the world can, relate to, losing someone to cancer.
Absolutely.
And the way that they have found their way through their grief and really learn to cope and heal and move on and love again.
Blended their families. Now they're sort of a Brady Bunch type of family.
They are,
lovely.
and they're a funny family. I mean, especially Michael. He has this crazy sense of humor, and Gina I got to spend time with and get to know her better. And especially when you're playing someone who is a real life person.
Yes.
It's a lot of responsibility to tell the story in a way that they're going to be proud of. And
as an actress, is that harder for you to play someone who's still living, or an actual person? Yeah.
I think so. I mean, in this case, it wasn't like we were doing an impersonation of them.
Yes.
It wasn't a caricature of them. But it was, there's a lot of responsibility because you're telling the story of something that happened to them that's very personal and was obviously very tragic. And
sure.
So you want to make them proud.
And you are a newlywed yourself. You're now a wife. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
You've recently gotten married. Did that inform the way you played this role? She is obviously a wife and a mother.
Sure. I mean, I'm not a mom yet, but it's something that I really hope happens in my life eventually. And yes, I mean, when we filmed the movie, I was actually preparing to get married. So I certainly thought about making that commitment and what that would mean, God forbid, if, you're to lose the person that you love the most. Like, it's an unthinkable thing, but...
So tragic, absolutely. Now let's talk about Mean Girls for a moment, because it's 10 years this year that Mean Girls came out. Has a huge cult following. It's as popular today as it ever was. Why do you think this movie has resonated so strongly with audiences?
It's hard to say. I mean, I never would have imagined 10 years ago that we would be talking about it more now than we were then, I feel like.
Yeah.
But Tina Fey, I mean, I think the credit's to her. She wrote an amazingly funny script that's relatable, and Mark Waters is an amazing director. The cast, I think everyone was really well cast. And
so many careers were launched from that film.
Yeah.
I mean, you didn't have a sense when it was being made 10 years ago that, wow, we're working on something that's just going to be huge?
I thought it was special.
Yeah.
I mean, I think whenever you're doing a comedy, especially on set, and everyone is genuinely laughing at the takes, then you're on to something right. When the crew is enjoying it after seeing it take after take.
Yeah.
But I feel so blessed that I was cast in that role, truly, because it's something that I will treasure. And
well, you were brilliant as Gretchen, as you are in all of your roles.
Thank you.
You were so able to make that transition from child actress to adult actress, which is a treacherous one for many, including your former co-star, Lindsay Lohan. Do you have advice for other young actresses who might be dealing with that?
Oh, goodness. You know what? I think that transition, whether you're in the business or not, is hard. I mean, growing up and having all of those growing pains and going through different phases in your life. And I mean, my only advice is, the people around you who are influencing you. And my parents were very protective of me growing up and tried to show me as much balance in my life as possible, because it's not very normal for a child to have a full-time job.
Sure.
But, I just enjoyed it. It's my passion. I love it. And, I'm thankful for the journey that I've had.
Lacey, thank you so much. We wish you all the continued success.
Thank you.
And we can't wait to check out The Color of Rain. It's May 31st, 9 p.m. Eastern, right?
Yes, on Hallmark Movie Channel.
On Hallmark Movie Channel. Thank you so much, Lacey.
Thank you.